Good evening, everyone. I hope you're well. So tonight I'm going to talk about the skin because it's such an important organ. Yes, it is an organ in the body. So I'm Dr. Helen and I'm an A&E doctor, but I'm also an advocate for integrative wellness, and as well as being an animal aromatherapy specialist, I love to use essential oils to support the health and well-being of myself and my pets, and helping educate people to do the same, whether that's for their family, whether that's human or animal. So if you like what you're listening to, please hit the subscribe button or follow so I can carry on creating more content, and let me know in the comments what you want to know about so I know what to write for future blogs and things. Now, would you like to get essential oils into your life? Why not book in for a free chat with me or come to one of my classes to find out more about how I can support you or maybe your pet. And if you've got oils but you don't know what to do with them, that's okay, because I can help you with consultations or general overviews as well, depending on your needs. So drop me a message and we can chat about what the best option is for you. So let's talk the skin. So the skin is actually part of the integumentary system. You may think, what the hell's that? Well, it's actually what comprises of the skin, the hair and the nails. And we'll cover the hair and the nails in another episode. But the skin is actually the largest organ in the body. And I think actually it's the most overlooked. It's really important for helping regulate our temperature, clearing our bodies of toxins, alert you when your hormones are out of balance. It's actually the first line of defense against outside threats, and obviously keeps everything inside. Otherwise we'd just be a big blobby mass, with blood vessels and muscles and everything here. And that doesn't even scratch the surface of what it does for the body. And so it's really important that we love it back and start treating it well as well. So then obviously, because it is important. We all want to look nice, don't we? And if our skin's off and we're feeling it's been dry or spotty or not, great, we don't feel well in ourselves. We don't feel confident and everything. And so we're going to have a look at some ways to really support your skin with oils and different tools, and from sort of the inside and the outside. So first of all, proper hydration and good nutrition. And you've probably heard that before, you are what you eat, but it's really, really true. And, obviously it all helps with cell turnover. What you eat and drink really, really matters. So good hydration. So drinking a lot of water. I've always got my water. I've got my water glass. I actually have a metal beaker. I don't have glass in this house. The more Springer Spaniels you get, the less glass is sensible. And roughly what you want to have is sort of about 1/2 ounce per pound of body weight. So that's about 60 ounces of water for a 120-pound person. So that's about 60 kilograms if you're 60 kilograms if you're sort of thinking in metrics. So if you drink a lot of caffeinated drinks, or you're in the heat or exercising, you need to add more water to your routine. And proper hydration means that you sweat more, you clear the toxins from your body, you support your organs and your brain. And if you're thirsty, the chances are that you're already dehydrated. And in actual fact, if you need a bit of an energy boost, down some water. That will be really helpful for you. Now, it's also important that you have really good nutrition. So make sure you're adding some really good proteins. I'm obviously plant-based. I really an advocate for a whole food plant-based diet. So look at all your legumes, your beans, your legumes in other forms such as tofu, healthy fats like avocado, whole fruits and vegetables. So all those to each meal. Eat the rainbow. And these also add additional water to your diet, as well as lots of fiber, which is going to be really beneficial for you, not just for your digestion, but also regulating your blood sugar as well, and also essential vitamins and minerals. Now, we don't always get enough from our diet due to modern farming methods. The yields of nutrients from the plants aren't the same now. And also just we're in a more stressful environment than perhaps were sort of 30, 40, 50 years ago. So we often need a bit more. And that's where we talk about supplementation. Now, I'm a big fan of the Lifelong Vitality Pack because it's such a great supplement, and it's made up of 3 different complexes. So you've got the food nutrient complex, which is the microplex of VMZ, and it's all bioavailable vitamins and minerals. That's often one of the problems with vitamin mineral supplements, is they're not bioavailable. That means they're not absorbed by the body very well. And so these are the way they've been formulated. They're in like a yeast matrix, means that the body accepts them very well and you're not just peeing it out. And so it's really good for giving us vitamins and minerals that could be deficient, and making sure that we're supported in the right way. And then we've got the blend of omega fatty acids and essential oils, which is the XEO Omega. And that supports joint, cardiovascular system, the brain health, and supports a healthy immune system, immune function, as well as the skin. We need all these essential vitamins and minerals and fatty acids for our skin. And then we've got the beautiful Alpha CRS, which contains natural botanical extracts to support healthy skin cell function, again, the skin, and important metabolic factors of cellular energy. So following those 3 steps, yes, that's massively going to improve how you feel, but also your skin will start glowing from the inside out. So what about some of the oils? Well, let's just talk about some of my favorite oils. So frankincense, who doesn't like frankincense? It's literally in the last few years, you've seen it in a lot of different products being added into the marketplace. All this has frankincense on, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's really good for cellular health. It's an anti-aging oil. And now I love frankincense. I make a lot of my own creams, and I always add frankincense in, but I also have it in a roller, and I will pop it on my skin before I actually put my moisturizer on. And another one that's really good for cellular health is copaiba. Works in a very similar way to frankincense, so it's also another good one that I will put on my skin before I actually put my moisturizer on. And my homemade moisturizer has things like geranium, palmarosa, and myrrh in, and it's made with jojoba oil as well. So it's a really nourishing, lovely cream that's not greasy, because I do have a little bit of greasy skin, even though I'm getting a little bit older. So, but it's quite good. It sort of saves a little bit of function there. Now, Salubel is another one of my faves, and I'm often talking about that. Oh, I couldn't believe this. So I used to have really bad hyperpigmented skin from acne scarring. And so all down my cheeks were all like lots of brown spots and everything. And I wasn't really, I did look into getting it removed, and I was actually going to need dermabrasion because it was so bad. But I wasn't really vain enough. I don't want to insult anyone, because that's how I felt. I couldn't be bothered enough to actually go down that route. So I didn't. And so I just used this Salubel. Now, for a couple of weeks, because I couldn't believe it. I was just like, I didn't even think it was going to, I didn't even get it for that. So I actually got it as a free gift, and I thought, well, I might as well use it. So I used it for a couple of weeks neat, because I didn't realize at the time that you could actually dilute it, because it's just neat oil. So I used it as a couple of weeks, and I actually was like thinking, oh, my skin's not feeling great. It's feeling a bit dry. This is a bit crap, this product. And then what happened was I looked in the mirror downstairs, and I realized it was like my skin was going through some kind of detox. And literally, because the lights in my downstairs loo are like the best lights for doing makeup and everything. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I couldn't believe it. My skin was just visibly looking better. So after about 2 weeks, because it was, I diluted the Salubel down, and I used it. And I mean, literally, I've got no hyperpigmentation now, so I always use it. How I use it now is I use it on my skin, and then I add yarrow pom on top of it. So yarrow pom's another great one for skin, particularly as you get older, but it's really good for regeneration. So yarrow, the doTERRA yarrow is beautiful. It doesn't have fujone, and you can use it for your dogs as well. And it's blended with pomegranate seed oil, which is very rich in antioxidants. Now, that combination of the yarrow and the pomegranate is just amazing for the elasticity of your skin and collagen as well. And it actually stops the breakdown of the elastin and the collagen, and actually boosts the production of collagen. And you actually can really feel your skin plumped up. And I'm not kidding. It actually went out. It was out of stock for months. And literally after getting it back, and the first time I tried it as well, you put it on, and the next morning your skin just felt plumped. It visibly is, and it's just so good for healing as well. So I always put my Salubel on, and then I put my yarrow pom over the top of it, and I use that little combination like that, and it's really good. Now, another good one for your skin is rose. So we have a little rose touch. It makes rose far more accessible, because it's an expensive oil. You want to get the pure stuff, not the absolute, and just pop that on your face each night, as well as a serum as well. Okay, and then another good one is tea tree. Now, I don't really talk about tea tree a lot, and I probably should, because it's such a great oil, and it's really good for your skin, your hair, and your nails if you've got any kind of difficulty there. So if you've got acne, or perhaps you've got dandruff, or you've got some kind of nail infection, it's really good for supporting the health, bringing those areas back to balance, and reducing any of those issues as well. So hugely beneficial. I often I've had a few people contact me as well for athletes' foot recipes. So tea tree features in there. It's very, very good for supporting your feet as well. So if you've got anything going on there, I know a lot of my running friends often suffer with things like that. Turmeric is another great one for your skin. Surprising, I know, that you don't often think about it, but the turmeric oil is very good. Again, it's an oil that's rich in antioxidants. So it has a lot of anti-inflammatory benefits, and so you can apply that topically. Yes, you can pop it in a serum or some homemade cream, or any of these oils you can just pop into what you're already using, just to kind of 10x it, or actually take it in a capsule as well. It's really awesome like that. And obviously lavender. Who doesn't like lavender? So lavenders feature in sal volatile along with frankincense, myrrh, rose, and helichrysum. Lavender is so soothing, calming, and anti-inflammatory. It's absolutely beautiful. If you're not sure what to use, pop some lavender on. You've got a bit of soreness, pop some lavender on. One of my dog's Maz, he had a little ouchie, pop some lavender on. It's very, very healing, rejuvenating, and calming. So get stung by an insect, pop some lavender on. It's lovely. And again, lavender is featured in a lot of my homemade little creams that I do. And also I always use it. I make like a foaming hand wash. So I'll often put On Guard in, depending on what I'm doing and where my hand wash is going. But sometimes I also just do a combination of lavender and tea tree. So really, really good for its antimicrobial benefits, but also very soothing and calming to the skin. So it's really, really good. Now, we can't talk about skincare without addressing chemicals and toxins. Okay, so obviously chemicals are in essential oils. They're the good ones, but there's a lot of bad ones as well. And so it's really important that you recognize it. Now, it's actually estimated that a woman is exposed on a daily basis before she even leaves her bathroom to 168 chemicals, and that's not even cleaning, that's just anything we're using. If you think about what you're using, your makeup, your shampoo, your conditioner, skincare, nail varnish, body lotion, all that. Okay, and so there's a lot of different things lurking in there, and you may think, even if you look on the ingredients list, it doesn't always tell you what's in there. It will often just have things labeled as fragrance, which doesn't actually break it down, because fragrance is a proprietary thing, and so companies don't actually have to disclose what's in their fragrances. And it's got things like parabens in there, BHT, formaldehyde is what is used to preserve dead bodies. When I was doing anatomy, the anatomy room always smelled of formaldehyde, because that's what preserves dead bodies. Okay, it's not a great chemical, but yet that is often in skincare. That's for preservation of your skin. So that's actually pretty scary, I think. Now, not everything in small amounts is detrimental, obviously, but as you add it up over time, it can be. And your skin absorbs everything. Your skin's fantastic. So, when you're washing up, your skin's absorbing stuff. The fabric conditioner that you're using on your clothes, your skin's absorbing that. And fabric conditioner actually doesn't condition the fabric. It just puts small molecules between the fabric layers, so that you have this illusion of it being soft rather than it actually being soft, and it just tops it up with scent. And that's, and obviously that's on your body. And a lot of these things are also endocrine disruptors. I've just been doing a talk on women's health, and so this was really something that we addressed a lot. So have a think about what sort of things go onto your body before you even leave the house, and think about making some healthy changes. So if you'd like to learn more about how you can make some changes to your body, I have a Facebook group called Healthful Hacks for Everyday Life, so do feel free to join it. It's got lots of recipes in. And come and get some DIY hacks, or drop me a message if you want to chat about getting some good oils into your life, because not all oils are created equally, and you do want the best oils if you're going to be looking at purity and looking at making good skincare products. I'm really into making my own, but also we do a fantastic range of skincare as well. Do have a chat with me, send me a message, we can have a free chat, work out what the best option is for you as well. So if you like what you're listening to or watching, depending on what platform, please drop me a little follow, a subscribe, and share me to your Instagram stories or Facebook stories, and leave me a 5-star review. That would be much appreciated. So stay safe, everyone. Stay well. Till next time. Bye.